Okay, we're just leaving Salida, Colorado, heading for, I believe, Marshall's Pass, the first pass we're doing today. And it's straight ahead, and there's actually, it's in those clouds, the pass we need to go on. And all the locals here stop and talk to us when they see these bikes. And they warned us that those clouds are probably going to be wet. There might be some snow when we get up there, and it's going to get down to the low 30s and some of these passes today. So our goal is Lake City tonight. It's about 150 miles away of mountain passes, so we're not sure what kind of time we're going to make. So that's what we got going on. So we'll see how the day unfolds. All right, nice pretty horses. I think we're just starting to go up Marshall's Pass now, so this should be fun. We're at 8,500 feet now. It is a little chilly. I just hope that the clouds aren't that wet today. This is really nice up here. I'm enjoying this. This is a fun ride. I do want to jump all those things, but I'm a little worried about all the weight I got on the rear subframe, and I don't need to be having an issue with that. I need to finish this trip, preferably with this exact bike. And surprisingly, standing on the pegs right now, my broken foot's a little sore, but not awful. So all through Oklahoma and Arkansas, I've been kind of trying to build up a little more strength into it and not irritate it too much. So I've been standing for a couple minutes and then sitting back down the majority of the time, just to try to keep it fresh for these passes. Not this particular pass, this isn't a really difficult one, but the other ones we come to. Oh, look at what we got here. Some little cows. A little water, this is cool. What's going on? Kind of fun. The road's out here, so I think you got to ride up the path here. So this is actually where we got to go. That's kind of cool. This is fun. So far it's been a nice pass. Very rocky. That's okay, makes sense. We're in the Rockies. Wonder if that's why it got its name. I actually don't know, but after seeing these trails, I would assume that's why they call it the Rockies. coming up on almost 10,000 feet on Engineers Pass. Really beautiful up here. I know I've probably said that 150 times, so, but it is, as you can see for yourself. I am really, as I said yesterday, really blessed that 2 years in a row I'm doing these awesome motorcycle rides in the fall and getting to see all these really nice colors. Now this is going to be beautiful in the summer too, but this is really cool with these aspen trees changing colors. Was going through here, the smell is so good. I don't know what the smell is, if the aspen trees are what smell really nice, but it smells really pretty. Can you smell it on your smell-o-vision? There goes the guy. That's what I want to be doing on an unloaded bike. Now, if I didn't have those other guys in front of me, you know what I would do? I'd probably be trying to chase them. But I ain't gonna let it happen today. Or should I? Just kidding. They're probably going to think it's me because it's on the Husqvarna. They're like, what is Greg doing? Why is he blowing by us? Oh, that's going to be funny. I know they're going to say, you watch. Man, I thought that was you that was coming up behind us. It's not me. I'm riding normal today. I do not want to be stuck out here. Watch. You thought that was me, didn't you? Yeah.
That's how Tim wants to ride.
Yeah, I know. Maybe Tim's following him. Some of these rocks are sharp, and I don't want to puncture a tube and have to change a flat up here. I'm just tired of messing with tires after the last couple days, so that is another good reason why I take it a little easier than normal. So this is, you know, this is fun sections. Oh, there we go. Came off? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So we're up here on Engineers Pass still. We're about 11,000 feet up. It's so beautiful up here. And as you see, we just passed old Jeeps before. And that's the great thing about being out in the woods like this. Pretty much everybody you meet, we're all like-minded. We're obviously trying to have an adventure. And everybody helps each other. They know that the bikes go much faster than them rock crawling, so they always let us pass, you know. So, you know, the other good thing is if they need, I always stop and ask, you know, do you need anything? Are you okay? But usually the Jeeps and the off-roaders, they can carry a lot more than the bike can carry. So they have all, you know, they're self-sufficient unless there's a major breakdown. But the good thing is, as on a bike, we can't carry as much. So a lot of times they'll come by over on the side of a pass, just resting, and they'll come by and offer water, you know, because they carry a whole ice chest full of water or drinks or beer. And that's great. And if you're broke down, I've had them where they will radio to somebody. I've seen them radio down to one of their buddies, and next thing you know, they're in town looking for what you need, and somebody in the Jeep brings it up to you, or somebody off-road Tacoma guys, you know, I've seen them put the bike in the back of a truck and bring you off the pass. So you're not alone up here, which is kind of funny because you are some of the most remote places on a mountain pass, but this is where all the adventurers go. So where I was stuck the other night was actually a way worse spot to be stuck than on this mountain pass. So that's pretty cool. Everybody helps each other. And even yesterday when I was stuck on the side of the road, you know, eventually a rancher came by and offered to bring me back into town with the bike back on, you know, load my bike on the back of his truck and drive me an hour into town. So even though it's about 35 degrees up here, working up a sweat on those rocks, it's okay. It's all worth it. And the west side going down is supposed to be a little easier. We'll see. Going up, nothing real technical or really difficult. It's just rocky, and on these bikes really overloaded, it can be a little challenging. You really have to try to pick your line and stay away from sharp rocks. It's not the size of them, you just don't want to get a sharp rock and puncture your tire. Especially me, since I'm down at a tube. I gotta, hopefully when I get into Sargent's at the bottom of this pass, I can find a power sports dealer that has a 21-inch front tube, so at least I have a spare. So we'll see. There's a nice Jeep. Okay, well, you can see I got all my rain gear on now because it started freezing rain up here. And looks like it's gonna stop. So first it's gonna stop and we're gonna be in the sun any minute because we put on the rain gear. But I am not gonna chance being really cold and really wet. So I'd rather wear this, be safe, than sorry. Oh, I got a bunch of hunters or something down here. Woohoo, got a little air out that one. Well, wasn't even trying. Those are fun. I really wish I was just out here with no luggage on. I'd be jumping all of them because they're fun. You know, I just start moving on my own again. I'll start jumping them. And I'm having still a little front wheel flat paranoia going on still. Still kind of recent in my mind. So hopefully I get over that soon. Alright, so now we're in Sargent's, Colorado, pulling in. They're gonna get some gas. I'm not gonna get gas, I got enough. So this thing doesn't really burn any at altitude, so it's all good. Oh, get gas, get on our way, maybe get some food. And we're still at 9,500 feet here, so it's still high elevation, but this is just beautiful. Reminds me a lot of Oklahoma, but just with a lot more mountains. But the road is pretty similar, straight, some gentle curves, and slippery gravel. That's okay, you can make good time on it. And we're trying to get to Lake City today, and we've been moving so slow. We had such a slow start from the hotel because it was raining a little bit, so we're all ready to go, but we didn't want to load up in the rain because it was cold out, and we didn't want to get wet before we even started. Then we had to stop at the Walmart in Salida and had to pick up new rain gear to keep dry, but also to keep warm. And then we just stopped a whole bunch of times, luggage issues, things like that. Stopped and had lunch. So we're gonna run out of daylight again, like usual, if we get to Lake City, I believe. I doubt we can run this speed the whole way. It'd be great if we could. And then tomorrow from Lake City, we're gonna do. There's a couple passes that we're gonna do. I don't know the names. I don't pay attention. If it's in front of me, I do it. So to me, it doesn't really matter the difficulty or whatever. If it's on my route, I'm gonna do it. And hopefully drama free. But if you know me, there might be some drama. But then we put the rain gear on, it's splattering rain a little bit. I'm not sure if it's on the camera yet, but looks like it could be rain up here a little bit. So looks like I'm just going to keep the rain gear on for the rest of the day. It's too much of a hassle to take it on and off. And in these mountains, you can be taking it on and off every 20 minutes. So I'll leave it on. It's not hot. It's cold out, so actually a nice and comfortable ride right now. Well, sitting here, this is the trail. Everybody kind of got lost here, so just hanging out, going away soon. It's an old wagon trail or something, but this is cool. I'll take it. The hell? Snow up in those mountains over there. Hope that's not the mountain passes we have to go through. That could be fun. You've seen before, we had to actually take apart a barbed wire fence and go through it. It is a right of way, public lands, and that local cattle farmer thought he was okay if he just barbed wire fenced across the carriage road, even though it's a public right of way. So we undid it, went across with some rocks on the bottom one because there's no way to do it, and we didn't feel like getting our tools out. But if my wire cutters were handy, I would have cut the fence and leave them a little pleasant note. I already marked a spot on the GPS, so I'll notify the BLM people and let them know that they that rancher blocked it off with barbed wire and didn't even mark it. So if somebody was going through there and didn't see it, they would be cut up by barbed wires, and so that's not good. So I'm going to make sure that rancher gets the trouble that's coming to him. You just can't do that kind of stuff. It's dangerous. So we got a cow that escaped. He's on the other side of the fence. Look at him, there he goes. At least he's smart and not jumping into the barbed wire fence. So it's raining up here a little. We're at 10,000 feet, going over another pass, and it's cold. It's like 40 degrees, and now it's raining. So that should be fun. I think we've got about 2 more hours of riding to do. So I'm hoping that it doesn't rain too hard. We don't get too wet. But even with all this rain gear, if you're in the rain long enough, you get soaked. And it's a little cold to be that wet. So let's hope that the weather improves, but it doesn't look like it. It's gonna be a cold one. Well, still raining, still a little cold, and I don't even know where we're going to stay down in Lake City, but I prefer not to be camping in a tent or hammock tonight with everything wet and cold. It'd be nice to be able to find a spot to dry out some of our equipment that we're riding with that's getting wet. So we'll see. There's really not much in this town for hotels, so there's a bunch of campgrounds, or a few campgrounds, but they all closed. A lot of them closed today, I guess, for the season. So I'm hoping that some of them are open, and one or two of them might have even one of those little cabins would be nice. I don't mind staying in one of them, as long as it's dry. I could just put my stuff out. I don't need heat or anything like that. But we'll see. Right now, just driving in the rain on a mountain pass in the cold. Cold and wet out here, boys. So we're over 10,000 feet in the pouring rain, of course, but it is so beautiful here. I mean, the colors, the contrast. There's a really nice brook or stream running down there. Looks so fresh. Out of it was summertime, you bet I'd be stopping and trying to cool off in there. I mean, it looks so clean. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, we're at the top of the mountain. This is where it's coming from. Nobody's polluting it on the way down. We're going up to about 11,000 feet here. Beautiful ride though, even in the rain. Well, if you look up there, that's snow. So it's cold up here and it's raining. I'd much rather it be snowing. That would be fun. Much more fun than rain. Heck yeah. Alright, well, now it's snowing. So this is cool. It's better than rain. It's nice snowing here now. At 11,000 feet. Actually 1,100 feet. Or actually 11,100 feet. Yeah, it's snow. Yeah, they're great, right? Right. Alright, riding up here through the snow. It's snowing up here on this pass. I think we only go up to like 11,300 feet here. We're 11,150 or so now. But this is beautiful. This is the first time this bike's been ridden in the snow. Can't really see. My shield is fogged up and it feels like a little ice. It's hope the camera's getting some of it, but I'm gonna have to open my thing to defog it, but then it gets my darn face all wet and muddy. That's alright, I don't have to deal with it. This is awesome. 11,300 feet right now. Man, I can't see anything. I'm not sure if Tim can either up front. I see pavement. I hope that's us. Only because we can't see. Otherwise, I mean, I prefer the dirt. I mean, the mud or whatever. It's slick in spots, and then the majority of it's not all that slick. So, oh, there's some snow. We're 10 miles from Lake City. Now, hopefully, Tim will be able to get cleaned up. He was getting a lot of mud. He doesn't have a windshield, and I don't know whether those tires or something was kicking up mud all over him. Must be not having a windshield, because Scott has a windshield and the same exact bike and tires, and he didn't have that issue. So but I'm hope you can see some of this at least. I can't see out my shield, but maybe the camera's better. I'll just look outside for now. Look outside of my shield. Oh, where's you going? Jeez. Well, it's snowing pretty good up here now. Well, you saw we had to stop, try to clean up windshield to see. I'm not even going to clean mine because I'm so used to this that I know almost instantly it's going to be fog back up and ice back up, and so I just deal with it. Hoping you got it. I knew I tried to beat the snow. I guess I didn't exactly beat it, but if it's snowing in some of the higher passes tomorrow, we might be dealing with some snow tomorrow. Oh, almost overshot that turn because can't see. And now I'm to the point where I don't know whether I want the rain or the snow because I don't know what'll help better visibility. I'm just worried about Tim up there not being, hopefully he can see enough. You know, he doesn't have the experience, he's only 17. So we're coming down to Lake City now. We got about 10 miles to go, and we gotta find something warm restaurant, warm something, and then try to find a place to stay. So down here in Lake City now, there's a beautiful little town and surrounded by nothing but mountains. Just gotta find a nice warm place to eat and sort out our place to stay for the night.